Hey there, welcome to a new video. Today we are talking about Chroma. It just got a major update in which the developers added a few new cool features. And in this video I want to show you what you can do with it and how these features work. So this is what the new Chroma looks like. It now has this new spectral section on the right, and when we click on it, a new menu opens. And in this section there are two new features: the morphing feature and the gating feature. You can also pin this new window so it does not disappear when you click something. Let's pin it, and now we can enable the morphing feature. What the morph does is that it now combines the colorful signal with the formants of the original signal, so it sounds more natural. And the gate works like a classic spectral gate. You can also change the FFT size to 512 and also 1024. Within the gate you can now move the ceiling. In a few seconds I will show it to you on some sounds. So if you have seen my video from yesterday, you already know what the drop idea I'm going to show you now sounds like. If you haven't, just rewatch it, and you can also listen to the full song idea I made with a proper intro, build up, and then the drop. The drop starts like this. So it's really colorful. The color group isolated sounds like this. Of course we have the sub bass. There's nothing special happening on the sub bass besides some minor processing. And then we have some colorful layers. This is what the first colorful layer sounds like. It's this one right here. And without Chroma. So it's really dissonant. And how I used Chroma was basically that I select the key to G minor. This is the key of the song. And then I enabled the morphing and the gate. I think I did not change the gate. The default value is also 45, but I used the morphing here to make the colorization sound more natural. Without and with. So you can notice that the formant is way closer to the original sound while being colorful, which is really nice to not let it sound too artificial. Another example is the sound following after. Without Chroma. Really dissonant. And with Chroma. On this sound in particular, I've been only using the gate. Without. So it's a really feedback heavy sound, and with the gate I just wanted to isolate the main fundamental of the sound. I also set the FFT size from 1024 to 512, and this helped the sound so much to fit into the mix really well. Without. Already a little bit colorful. I think I used render of an already colorful sound, but with Chroma I just wanted to colorize the reverb. The Valhalla Supermassive I used after was a bit more, so it does not feel that detuned, but really colorful instead. And also here I used the morph feature to just use the formants of the original sound. Another cool sound is this one right here in the second half of the drop. And without Chroma it sounded like this. Just a gun body basically, and by using Chroma I made it colorful. I also used the morphing feature again to perceive the original formant. And it works so well on this sound. Another example is this background sound right here, this orange one. Without. Really noisy and not tonal at all. And here I used the morphing and the gate a little bit, so it sounds like this now. I also heavily isolated a few of the frequencies here, as you can see here. Then we have a few more layers going on, like this red colored one. It sounds like this. Without Chroma, it already sounds quite tonal. And with Chroma, I just wanted to boost the tonality even further and also use the gate a little bit, so I could isolate the sound a little bit more. And the morph feature also contributes that the formants stick from the original sound. There's also this layer going on, which sounds like this, which was basically just a distorted, noisy sound. And with Chroma, I made it tonal and also used the morphing feature to keep the formant. There's also this layer going on, and this layer. I basically use Chroma everywhere on all these sounds to fit the song in the context and also the chord progression. And then I added some more background effects like these cool vocals. And some background stuff. On some of these I also use Chroma to make them slightly fit more into the tonality. And after I tried out Chroma a lot, I ended up with this cool song idea. I definitely plan to finish it, and it sounds like this if you haven't already heard it.
It's a desert.